hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for the fabulous Mr. Tony Carr!
How are you all doing? I'm feeling really queasy after that story. So, you know, if you want to brighten up your street with some flowers, all you have to do is run someone over. I came into comedy quite late because, you know, I didn't want people to laugh at me. But then I struck up the courage to do my first gig, and it went fine. Nobody laughed. Okay, so give me a cheer if you've got children. Okay, give me a cheer if you don't. Oh yeah, so much happier. See, nothing more annoying than someone that's just had their first baby. Because they can have the ugliest looking thing, but they'll say, look, isn't he gorgeous? And you've got to go, yeah, it's beautiful. Of course, once you have a child, your life really changes. Whereas before, you could just say, let's go to the pub and get hammered. Now, you've got to take the baby with you. Of course, when our children were very young, they'd sleep in our bed in the middle, me and the wife on each side. Of course, wanted to suck on the breast, but the baby's in the way. Of course, once you've had your second child, you're well aware of the commitment and the work involved. So if you're child number 3 or greater, it's probably fair to say that you were a mistake. So, moving forward to the school years, I remember going to a nativity play. I'm there with my camcorder, fighting for good seats with the other parents, because my son's playing the third donkey. And, you know, it's not like a comedy show where people are frightened to sit at the front in case they get picked on, because these kids rarely do crowd work. I've never been to a school event where one of the children's pointed to someone in the audience and gone, I fucked your mum. Of course, one woman comes up to me and says, of course my daughter's playing Mary. I think, well, of course she is, your husband's screwing the teacher. Of course, I don't know how teachers maintain discipline now you're not allowed to hit the children. I guess it's got to be like, you boy, do that again, I'll put a comment on your TikTok profile. So people ask me, when does the responsibility end with children? Well, my son's 29, my daughter's 25, and they've both moved back home with me. And of course, they're never going to be able to buy a house. They're just waiting for me to die, so they get my house. Okay, so I've been having to take blood pressure tests every day, and it's been coming up kind of high. I guess you're not supposed to take a reading when you're watching porno. So the doctor gave me some pills. He said these have got possible side effects of psoriasis, constipation, depression, and impotence. So I said, so will they make me live longer? He said, no, but it'll certainly seem like it. So I just had my 68th birthday. Yeah, my children bought me a voucher for pure cremations. So I had to go for a colonoscopy. You know, it started with a stool sample, but I poo-pooed that. So the nurse said, take everything off, do you want a happy ending? And then, actually no, that was somewhere else. She said, take everything off and put this gown on, you can keep your socks on. Because apparently if you're wearing nothing but a hospital gown, it's more dignified if you've got your socks on. Of course, while I'm waiting for my turn, I'm looking at all the people ahead of me. Because, you know, before they stick that camera on your ass, they'll already have been up the jacks of all these other guys. It's not like you can ask for a virgin camera, you're going to get the slutty one. You know, I should have asked for the video. That could have really upped my Instagram profile. Then I had to go for an operation. The nurse said, it's time for your enema, Mr. Carr. I think, oh, they always want to stick something up my bum. It's just like boarding school. I gather there's a dodgy place in Soho where you can get something similar for £50.
It's 95 now.
I guess you don't have the loyalty card. So when I wake up after the operation, I look down, there's a tube coming out my willy. I mean, that's really taking the piss. Okay, so we're not supposed to say the word prostitute anymore. You've got to say sex worker. Which of course means it's no longer a stigma about using their services. I'll try explaining that to my wife. So we all know the favourite pastime of teenage boys. Probably still is for some of you. I mean, my mother never used to say anything, even though you could have put wheels on my sheets and used them as a skateboard. I mean, who's been caught doing that? I mean, if you get caught by your partner, it's kind of awkward. It's a lot more awkward if you get caught by your children. And that's probably why they'll no longer let me go to that playground. Okay, Hamley and Tony Carr, you've been fabulous. Thank you.